Hello, hello, hello.
Hallå Felix.
Hallå, hallå.
Hallå. Här sitter jag med sån här
grej.
Vänta, ja men kolla. Sebastian är här nu också. Vad trevligt.
Nice. Sebastian.
What's wrong with Frederick?
I'm at the airport waiting in the terminal. That's why.
Where are you going? You're coming to Singapore, what?
Not yet. I've been in Umeå, northern Sweden. Wife had a medical test there for her practical examination for Swedish license. So we've been there for a few days.
Felix, I didn't get what you wrote me. The output I got is like, don't touch anything, so I don't touch anything.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, you other guys, Seb helps me with, I don't know if you know that already, but he helps me with, like he has some admin access, so he can go in the backlog or in the admin and he can correct words. And so he does that for me. But now I've extracted what is it? An CSV file with all the words and all the sentences in the whole course. And then I'll fix those all together. And while we're fixing those, we're actually adding, like we're making the translations so they're only like 3 or 4 each. There's not like 50. There's a few translations that are 28 translations. This is a bit confusing for your flashcards. Hello, Tanya and Keithing, and Ryan as well. And Sahad as well. Hello. So yeah, first update is we are updating the Malachi as well coming. We're updating the word lists, and so hopefully very soon they'll be wonderful. And also another update: the flashcards are much better now. Let me see how they are better. Okay, so please don't get mad at me, but I didn't know this, but he said, what do you wait? So flashcard sorted. I fixed the algorithm yesterday. It should correct itself from now on. Please don't get mad because I asked, what do you mean it should correct itself? As they study the flashcards, the due dates will update but be set to the correct date instead. What do you mean correct date? Has it been not correct before? He said, not sure how to explain this to my students. Oh, that's what I said. He was like, there was a bug in calculating the due date. So some cuts were due too far in the future and others too soon. Just ask them to keep studying for another week or so and it should sort itself out. Okay, that's what he says. So just let me know back, okay?
All right.
And if you've studied too much, then congratulations. That was one thing. Another thing, while we sort out these cards now, you'll have nouns, verbs, linking words, adverbs, adjectives, and all those. You have like 8 different words classes, no, in English and in Chinese as well. And so we'll sort those words like so, and then you'll be able to get a list that just shows you verbs. So for instance, you'll be able to go verbs level 1, nouns level 1, and you'll be able to just pair those up and work with those individually as well if you want that. So that's really useful, I think. We're also making them characters and words and even radicals or building blocks. So you'll be able to go level 1 just characters, level 1 just radicals, level 1 just words. So hopefully you find that useful. Another thing is, the last thing as well is, I want you to have another practice session. I'll give you like a Google form where you can fill out which times would suit you. And so, yeah, you'll be given a little, another extra practice session every day because I want you to be able to join in, and it just takes 30 minutes, or you don't even have to be there for that long. But yeah, So I'll send you a little thing there. And honestly, like I asked you guys if you don't mind paying a little bit extra for that because I'm not doing it. But if you don't want to, I think that's fine as well because I understand that because I didn't ask you for that before. In that case, I'll just pay for you because this is so useful and it's definitely necessary. Yeah, wonderful. So I think we can get a start now. I think. 好的，我们可以开始吗？
可以，
I guess.
可以。
好的，谢谢，谢谢。I'll take up my little, and today I'm putting together a little study room document that your wife's and Tanya's husband 丈夫你们的太太你们的妻子和还有Tanya 的丈夫可以帮你们学中文 so she can help you study 学中文好的我们今天要看 okay, what we're going to look at today. Can somebody write that down, by the way? Remember, we don't need to be active all the time. What we're going to look at today is level 4. Say that, please. Oh, it's wrong here. What we're going to look at today is level 4, before I say it. Okay, so what we're going to look at today. 今天我们来Seb, that's cheating, but I think it's also not level 4. So what I want to say, I'll give you a few more seconds.
Already.
今天我们来看看 level 4. But yeah, I literally want to say what, because this is what I was just about to say myself. Today, what we are going to look at is level or chapter 4. 今天 This is what I wanted to say. Can you see it in the chat? 今天 Yeah, okay, yeah, 会 we can just go with Yao, by the way. Yao is fine. 会 is a bit, yeah, it's a bit will. Yeah, will, we're going to. Okay, so I'll say 今天我们要看的是 chapter 4. Okay, please pause me if you don't like it. 为什么的? Because the thing that we are going to look at. Okay, what we're going to look at. You remember we just say, I can write it here. When we just say, 我说的是我说的是是 Tanya. So Tanya is, and then 我说的 is what belongs to I speak. So 我说的是 Tanya. Okay, 我喜欢的东西 we can say it's the thing that I like. Now I'm saying a noun here. The thing that I like is chocolate. 是巧克力. Okay, so just this this most difficult way to use the very useful stuff. Okay, so today we're going to look at 今天我们要看的 we could just say 我们要看 chapter 4, okay? But I wanted to say 今天 today we're going to look at chapter 4. No, today what we're going to look at is chapter 4. 今天我们要看的是 chapter 4. 好的，非常好，非常好。Now finally I can say 非常 and you'll understand me. Don't have to start explaining myself there. Okay. 我可以问你 Tanya 吗？我可以问你这个字什么意思？
这个字意思tea。
茶。
茶意思 tea。
Oh, tea. Aha. I thought you said tea. No, it's yeah, perfect. 太好了。你喜欢喝茶吗？
我喜欢喝咖啡。
Okay. Okay. Enjoy your 中饭. I can say 慢慢吃 like eat it slowly, Sebastian. Sorry, he was starting to eating. 好的，这个呢 Tanya?
就是刺，
对，什么意思？
什么 character or word,
No, this is
or
actually
it
I'll put
looks
this one.
like that?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
看起来一个 一个 like 看起来词，没注意，
我不知道。
不知道，没问题，没问题。Let's look at the chat then. Yeah, sort of manage, yeah, because then we can say driver 怎么说 driver?
Okay.
Driver 你知道这个词吗 Do you know this word?
Driver, 司机，
司机，
司
司机，太好了。So to
嗯
manage a vehicle or to manage an engine, a motor, yeah, machine，太好了。这个呢？这个我知道，你知道。
这个是词，
词，
it's a word.
word 太好了，太好了。所以呢，我们现在有一个是字，我们有一个是 we have one that is 字 ，OK， 还有一个是词 ，OK， 我写一下他们的 tones， 我写一下 ，I'll write it a little bit。字 and 词 ，Can you say this with me？ 字，字 ，Good. I don't want you to. I'm nervous that I'm worried that you might one of you might spit here, but you don't want to do that, right? This is where you split. So 字 again. Good. 词 Good. And we can finish up with a little 次. Now this one doesn't have a measure word, right? Like one time. But this one, how do we say one word?
一个词，
一个词，
一个
对。
词，
还有怎么说 one character?
一个字。
一个字 Nice. So now we have some sort of difference between them. Nice. Okay. 好的，这个呢？
这个是 wide. 我
这个是 wide. Actually,
yeah.
I'll keep it here. This is like a factory.
Factory.
那你可以告诉我一个词吗？那你可以告诉我一个词吗？一个词用I can say 用长。
长。
People in the chat as well. I'm not asking you as well. Frederick 写了一个
工厂 is a factory.
太好了，你知道怎么说 brewery 吗？
酒厂。
酒厂，太好了，太好了 ，wonderful。这个呢？
这个是厅。
厅，对。
It's like hall or living room.
太好了。Do you think this character is easy to remember the pronunciation for?
Easy because
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
因为听听，
因为听听，对，因为你知道这个丁，对，所以这个 so this 所以这个呢 how do you say this is very easy 呢？
所以这个很I forgot easy.
Well, it's coming soon here.
Yeah. 简单。
Nice， 太好了。OK， 这个呢？
这个是讲。
点。点。So if you look at this, there's this 点 right? 我们有这个点，我们还有这个点 OK? 好的，this is a shop, yeah? 那你可以想一想，我们用这个，let me write down what I'm saying. 我们用这个店，我们你可以想一下一个词吗？
可以，书店，还是小店，
嗯，
还是
还有，
还有酒店。
太好了，你知道很多的店，you know so many different shops。太好了，酒 alcohol and then 店 again fun。Okay, let's end here。这个呢？
Don't remember.
This one is pronounced none, and this is pronounced done. I think they look very similar as well. What do you think? Done.
Then it's just like a list or
List. Exactly.
just one item of something.
Yeah, when you learn single as well, you can just say, you can actually say 单人. You see, it just gave me a single man here. 单人. Okay. Single rooms later on in hotels are going to be 单人房, and that's room. Okay, so single room or single bedroom or a single bed or just a single person. Okay, the word for single or the word for alone and lonely, same thing. All these things. OK， 好的，单，所以呢，我们可以说，你可以想一想一个词，用这个单。
Dance.
太好了。Think of a word. The word. Nice. Very, very meta. 太好了。那你知道 ，OK， 我还有2个词，你可以帮我写一下。I have 2 words still that I want you to help me write. 一个是，对，你说。
名单。
名单 ，nice。还有什么？
买单。
太好了。还有我们 before we eat food， 我们要吃饭，我们可以说什么？
菜单。
菜单，太好了。菜单。你可以给我看一下菜单 ？Can you give me a look at that? Today we'll be practicing. We'll be practicing the restaurant phrases again now, but hopefully a bit even better. Okay, 这个是 I'll take over now. Thank you very much. This is 简. Yeah, which just basically means simplified. So you put it together with dan because dan just, well, it means simple to start with. This, by the way, is the same pronunciation as like 见 from like this one, for instance, like 明天见. So if you can pronounce that, I've noticed that many struggle with the 见. It's good for me to pay attention to or to help me understand that. So if no one struggled with the 见 so far, but then we're struggling with this 见 a little bit. Nan, well, difficult. So then we have 简单 and we have nan. And wonderful. So I'll be talking a little bit and asking you, also in the practice room, and so on. I'll be asking you if you think something is easy, something is difficult. So then you would say 我觉得这个很难, just not specifying anything, or 我觉得, or you just say 这个我觉得很简单. Okay. Now, some of you might want to say 是简单, but remember, we don't want the 是, we just want the 很. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Ryan, 我可以问你几个 classroom phrases 吗？可以，谢谢。OK， 你看我们有很多，但是这里有几个new ones 新的句子。OK， let's go with 你觉得学中文很难吗？ It's not really a classroom phrase, but yeah.
我觉得中文很难。
很难。哎呦。Tell me it's a bit difficult. Sorry, my internet's a bit unstable now for some reason.
难一点。
Chat people. 我觉得中文 有点难，对。Do you remember? Just instead of 很 we say 有点。
Okay.
So say the whole sentence again.
我觉得中文有点难。
那太好了，太好了。We can even say 有点难学 hard to study. We don't need the twos in English, in Chinese, no? And Sahad, you said 有点儿 very nice. So now you can start getting your northern accent up there. Now, if I'm a teacher, Ryan, 我是 teacher, 我是老师，然后I ask you, 我教你, okay? 我教你. Now, we'll talk about that difference as well. I'm not asking, like in asking in English could be two different things. Can be ordering you to do something or just asking you a question. Now, I'm ordering you to do something. I'm still using the ask in English, but in Chinese, we'd use 教, right? So, 我教你 I want to, can I bother you a little bit? Can you help me write this word? Can you say that, please? Excuse me, basically. Help me write this word.
Excuse me. I forget. Excuse me. My
麻烦你
Mafani.
like bother you. 麻烦 means to bother, yeah? So you can be politer and say 麻烦你一下.
Mafani Shah. What am I asking?
Help me write this word.
给帮我写一个词。
麻烦你帮我写一个词。太好了。So it's basically this one, but I rephrased it a little bit. 麻烦你一下，帮我写。And then instead of here, we just say 一个词 instead. Wonderful. 太好了。麻烦你帮我写一个词。Wonderful. Okay, that's it. Now, actually, one more thing. I want you to practice a simple. So you tell me, oh, this is too simple, Felix. Next question.
太简 I forget.
简单。
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 太简单。
太简单 yeah, maybe 了。太简单了 like just like we say 太好了 we say 太简单了 and then what next question
I don't know next. Winty.
Then you have to at least say I don't know. 怎么说？
怎么说？Next.
不知道怎么说 next. OK. 那我们等一下。下个对，就是下个。Do you remember the
下个问题。
I'll write it for you here. Okay. Actually, I want to say I'll write it down to you. Like you're not writing it, so I'm writing it to you instead. Just like we say making food to someone, or I'm going to buy something for someone, right? We say 我做饭给你 okay? I make food for you. But now it's 我写给你 Does that make sense? I'll write it down to you. Okay? And then I write it down and give it to you. Okay, so it was 这个太简单了 Okay, you have to say after me. 这个太简单了
这个太简单了。
这个太简单了下个问题 You have to imagine you're like adolescent. You're like a 13-year-old kid who's just like, I'm top of the world. 这个太简单了下个问题
这个太简单了下个问题
太好了 Okay. There are actually no more questions for you, Ryan. 太好了谢谢谢谢 Okay. Sahad, 我有几个问题我可以问你吗？
可以。
谢谢。你喜欢喝冰茶吗？
我不喜欢喝冰茶，不喜欢。
那你喜欢喝什么茶吗？
hot 茶。
热的，
热的茶喝，
热的。我们下个 level，我们会学 ，OK，我们下个 level，下个 chapter actually，下个 chapter，我们会学。We will study, okay? I'm still not saying 我们要学 we could say 要 but it will happen. 我们会学怎么说 hot, okay? 怎么说 hot? 太好了。你喜欢 hot 的茶是吧？
Yes, hot 的茶。
我可以问你，你喝不喝酒？
我从来不喝酒。
从来不喝酒。我经常喝酒。
知道。
你知道？你怎么知道？
我知道你经常喝酒，因为 in the videos。
在我们的 videos 啊。
Yes。
在 videos 也喝吗？
Domino Classroom。Yes, because of the drinking game.
No, but that was water, mate. Don't worry. I wouldn't expose you to such brutalness. 好的。那你现在有男还是女朋友？
对不起请再说一遍。
你现在有男还是女朋友？
还没有。
还没有 ，OK。
还没有。
If you have，你觉得他很好看吗？
我觉得
是 OK。好的。那我还有一个问题是，你的家里有很多好吃的吗？
我家里有很多好吃的，很多好吃的。
OK，你可以告诉我几个东西吗？你 write that down。你可以告诉我，你说，可以告诉我几个东西吗？
告诉你们什么？我家里的菜。
告诉我几个东西，对，some things. Can you tell me some things that you have at home？ 你家里的几个东西？你家里的几个东西？几个菜 ，OK？ 几个好吃的东西。
好吃的东西
So some good, delicious things.
我有curry and porota. Do you know what is curry and biryani？
我知道 biryani， 我知道。
biryani biryani 还有curry fish
curry。fish curry 鱼curry 是咖喱很简单，这个很简单，这个词很简单。好的。那你会做饭吗？
会做饭 as in I will cook.
Oh yeah, good question. What do you think? 你会做饭吗？
Okay. In this case, it's to know. Yeah, 我会做饭。
Yeah.
简单的菜。
Oh, nice. I like that. 简单的菜。那难的菜你不会吗？难的菜不会吗？难的shit, this is terrible. 难的菜不会吗？
不会，
我也不会。好的。好的，非常好。然后你去饭店经常会点什么？
No, I understand it. 我明白。是的，我去饭店，我经常去饭店。点什么？我点披萨，点Japanese food， 日本的菜。还有日本的烧烤。
烧烤。
barbecue, right? Yeah,
nice. 烧烤。
That's it.
还有烧烤，非常好。我在中国，我也经常在外面吃street barbecue， 太好吃了。I'm often just saying so everyone understands. in China I often outside eat street barbecue. 对，我在中国我经常会吃 I will often eat or I would often eat 我经常会吃street barbecue。好的，非常好。Thank you very much, Zahad， 谢谢。你还有问题吗？你还有什么问题想问我吗？
没问题，没问题，
没有问题。
没问题。
So note how like I don't have any questions could just be I don't have no problems. Like
No problem.
it's fine. Everything's no problem. Wonderful, because it's the same word. Okay. Thank you very much, Zahad. Let me talk for a little bit. So we have the gay, and we just sort of went through it, right? So I don't want to show you this for now, actually. I want to show you, I want to just explain it to you and then ask you some questions. So we have gay, for instance, and that is to, or like to give someone, but if it's used with another verb, like I buy something, and then you say gay. So I buy gay Sahad, for instance. And this would then be I buy it to Sahad because my intention is to give it to him, right? And if you do the same thing, you could ask for takeaway, and then you don't ask, you can give it to yourself, but you can also give it to someone else. So that means to, I'm taking takeaway to you. Okay. And you also have the I give you look. That's sort of the same thing, no? I look to you. I don't, that's not really exactly the same, but it's very similar, I think. Okay. Now, if I write down a word and I write it to you, that's something a teacher could often say. So how would you write that, guys? Can you please write that in the chat? Like, I write down a word to you. Like, because maybe the teacher asked you to write down this word. Now, I'm going to tell you that it doesn't really matter where you put the gay. You can put it first or you can put it after. 我写一个词给你. I need some more answers before I can say what's correct or not. Keith, yeah, I think you typed too quickly. Go instead of gay. 我写一个词给你. Yeah, you're all right. So 我写, yeah. So exactly, you write a character. You can just say, actually, yeah, let's talk about Keith's as well here in a second. We have, first of all, we can just say, I think it's easier to just say, I write down a character, and then who do you do it for? Oh, 给你, okay? But like what Keith said here was good as well. If you look at Keith's here, it was 我给你, so to you, I write a cat word. That's also fine. Chinese is flexible. Okay. Yeah, we could just say 我写给你, 我写给你. Okay, wonderful. So from now on, I want you to sort of, if you just look at Tanya's word here, she said 我写给你. That's how we can use things from now on. So you can replace the 写 with anything. Can you try and help me think of some things we can say here? And in whatever context. Maybe you can explain in context in English as well, if it's not clear. 我卖给你. Nice. So 卖给你, I can explain that for you. It's, yeah, I would sell it to you. Perfect. 我看给你, I'll give you look. Exactly. I show you. 我听给你, I show you, but orally. 我买给你, I buy it to you. I'm bringing it home to you. I just got a soda streamer on my birthday, and so mama 买一个 soda stream 给我. Can we think of anything else? I can think of make food. I can think of, well, anything that you do, you just do it to someone. But I guess it can't be like I play basketball to you. That doesn't make sense. 我做饭, yeah, I wanted the 做饭. Nice. 我做饭给你. Now I want you to think of the difference between gay and I want you guys to think of the difference between gay and 为了, okay? Because 为了 could be for someone, right? So can you give me a sentence with 为了? 为了. I'm going to show you this one actually now. Here, I'm talking about the 为了 for. 这个都为了你. Nice, Sebastian. 为了你我学中文. Nice. Perfect. So yeah, here we can say if we said like我给你学中文, that doesn't make any sense. Like I give you to you study Chinese. No, because if you study Chinese or if you play basketball or something like that, you do it maybe for the sake of someone. I guess they can't be to someone. So yeah, exactly. Like Zahad said very well. And Sebastian's your sentence is very 对 as well. 为了你，我学中文。这本书 nice, Tanya. We need to say it's for you, right? So I'll write that down here. 这本书是为了你. Nice, perfect. 这本书是为了你. Nice that you did the 本 instead. We're used to the 个, but you did the 本. I like that very much. Thank you. Just replace the 个 with any other measure word. In this case, it was 本. Perfect. So I want you to think of 为了 as in like sake, for the sake of, okay? For someone's sake. Maybe that's not the term, but yeah. And 给 could just be to, okay? So now we have a very big difference here. And they're both super useful. I'd even argue that 给 is more useful. Okay, so it can be used, both used to obviously give. But now we're going to start using S2 as well. So I do something to someone. So it'd be like, Felix, do you want me to write down this sentence? Li Fei, that's my name. 你要我写, what was it? Write down this sentence for you. 写这个句子给你吗？给你吗？李飞，你要我写这个句子给你吗？ Let's say that slowly together. You don't have to unmute yourself, but I just want to see that you're moving your mouths. 李飞，你要我写这个句子吗？这个句子给你吗？ Forgot the most important part. 李飞，你要我写这个句子给你吗？ And I'll be like, I'll just say, because I'm so Chinese. Okay, wonderful. Okay, now there's another question as well for you. We have, let's see if I can zoom. I can't zoom in more. Okay, now the question was, she sweats a lot. Okay, she sweats a lot. Now the important part here is if we look at 她, okay, the first example here, 她很出汗. We have that one. We have also 她出汗很多. We also have 她出很多汗. Can you guys try and tell me if it's 1, 2, or 3? 你们觉得哪个对？你们觉得哪个对？你们可以告诉我。Very scattered here. I want everyone to have their say here. Keith, Sehad, Seb, we're eating for Malakai. Nice, Ryan. Good. Okay, you've all answered. Actually, one was just correct. Unfortunately, that was Sebastian. Sorry, guys. So we like. Do you remember if we just say like 吃饭? This is something we'll come back to all the time. 吃饭, it consists of a verb, and it consists of a noun. Correct. Now that noun, there's like this is the standard way of looking at it. Just 吃饭, but this noun can be anything. It can be 东西. Yeah, so it's not a set expression. It's not like 吃饭 is to eat. No, 吃 is to eat. But then to help it along the way, we add a little fun. Now, we could also say, if we eat a big rice, we could say 吃大饭, right? I eat big rice. Or if I eat a lot of rice, 吃很多饭, right? 吃一点点点点饭. I eat a little bit of rice, correct? It's a little bit of food. So that's the same thing here. Now, if I say 她出汗, okay? She sweats, okay? But does she sweat a little bit of han? And then it's important as well that we understand that this is 出 verb and han noun. So the han we can play around with, just like we did with that. So 一点点点 han. It's just think of how you would just say, the word sweat, that would be han. And then you say a little bit of sweat, 一点汗, or 很多汗, right? So we can just play around with it. So the answer is 她出 and then 出汗, right? 她出很多汗. She sweats too much. 她出太多汗. Okay, so this is where we play around with it. Let me mark that out for you. Very important but boring stuff. But I also want to say that I love everyone for saying the especially for saying the number one, okay? Because like I've told you that we need to say very love, 很爱. So yeah, there's a point to that, but I don't want to talk about it, but because I think I'll just confuse you if I try and explain it. But I hope you can understand that it's not yeah, we're basically referring to the noun here. We're talking about a lot of sweat, a lot of food, a lot of something like that. Okay, so 很出 doesn't really make sense here, but I would give you half a point if you answer this. 他出汗很多. Yeah, then we sort of misunderstand it, right? Then we don't understand that that we should have that it's the han is a noun. Okay, then I think yeah. So the han is what we want to try and refer to. Wonderful. Let me know if you have any questions about that. A very important thing indeed. So if you try and translate that, it could be, or try and give you some more examples, would be 他出很多汗, okay? Or 李飞, or 他吃很多饭, okay? Or 他, we can just think of anything. 买东西 could because just like we say 吃饭, or we like to say the noun. So she went to buy. Well, in English as well, we don't just say buy. We usually say buy things, right? So 买东西, and then we can describe the 东西 with 很多东西. 他买很多东西. 他买一点点东西, like so. Okay. So just play around with that. I'll leave that for now. This, by the way, as I've told you, I'm having a guy work on this, and he's like composing a nice little, once I've gone through the whole class, he'll sum it up and make it a nice presentation so we can reuse it and make it look neat, because this is very messy, I think. And then every page we'll be able to just extract like so. For instance, every grammar point or every common mistake point will be a thing that we can extract, and then I'll put it on a little WordPress page and with some pronunciations as well. So you can have a look at that, and I'll send it to you later. Okay. And then we have, yeah, okay. So we actually have the how and nan now at this point. Can you tell me some things that we can combine with verbs? Okay. And I want you to write some sentences. 你们要写几个句子，用这个how或者nan，还有一个 verb. Nice, 好吃, but that's not a sentence. 你可以写一个句子吗？给我，Tanya. 你难看. Yeah, I guess that counts as a sentence. 好看，这个很好吃. I want you guys to challenge yourself and not just write delicious or pretty. Nice to have. So I know a little bit too much Chinese here. This movie is ugly to look at. Movie is like level 4 word. 我们都好看. Nice. Guys, stop writing the 好看 or 难看. Try some other verbs. What about like this path is really rocky, so it's hard to walk on. Nice, Keith. But do you remember, Keith, you can stop with it. You can stay with that sentence. You don't say sound like ting. Ting is I listen to you, right? But you want to say sound with a 起来. You other guys, you have to say a rocky path. It's very, very hard to walk. It's just really 2 characters that I'm looking for here. Or 3, if you want to use the 很. Oh yeah, thank you for saying path. I didn't realize you could have said this. Okay, yeah. So 这个刀, we can say. Perfect. 这个刀很, yeah, let's say that. 凹凸. Finally, we get to use my favorite word. 这个刀很凹凸. Okay. 我非常喜欢这个词. Okay. 这个刀很凹凸. 很难走. That was like the most important part, right? So 很难走. Let me mark that out for you. So it's hard to walk on. Okay. Now that we understand this, we just say whatever the verb is, and then if it's easy or not. If it's not, if it's difficult, we say nan. If it's easy, we say how usually. It's good to do it on. For some reason, we don't say 简单走. We don't say it's easy to walk on. We just say 好走. Okay. So 难走. So now that we have some more tools to work with, we've done the 好吃 plenty times. We've done the 好看, and you're not allowed to do the 好听 either. Let me look at Keith's sentence first. Keith, you said. Let me see what you said here. Oh, sorry. Let me see what you said. Okay. 我听起来的很好听. I think you're over committing on the 的. You don't need to say 的 here, right? You just say you sound good. 你, I guess. Right, this. What do you think about this?
I wanted to say I was going to say what I'm listening to sounds good.
Ooh. Well,
that's why I put the duh.
Okay, nice. 我听起来的. Oh, no, this is correct then. Sorry about that. I just thought you were writing.
You were the one overthinking it.
Never tell me that again. Okay. Thank you, Keith. You're beautiful. Thank you. 谢谢啊.
Hey, Felix. 听起来 doesn't it mean to sound like 你听起来有点累 you sound a bit tired.
听起来
like to appear by sounding. Like okay,
yeah,
it
actually,
seems
it's
like
yeah.
because-
So yes, I was reacting to the way to use the dub, but it's a bit weird actually. Yeah. So now it's I sound, right? I sound 很好听. It's a bit weird. So what I hear.
So was my original one right then? 我听的很好听.
Wait, so you're saying what I hear? It's to say it in English. In English? 用英文. Keith, what is this in English?
what I hear is really good.
Sorry. What I originally wanted to say is what I'm listening to sounds good.
Okay. 我听的
Yeah, what I
很好
hear
听.
is good.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we just
That was my original one actually.
Yeah. But then thank you. Sorry, Keith. That was beautiful. That was very good. But yeah, then in that case, you understand.
I'm sorry,
difference
my connection is really bad also, so I apologize.
No worries. But yeah, I think we understand the difference between 听 and 听起来 then. It's a common mistake to forget to write 听起来 and just write 听. But I'm glad you didn't do that. Perfect. Yeah, where's the music coming from? You might want to answer that. Now, guys, we have 好吃好看好听, but you can't write any of these anymore. Or you can't write them with none either. I want you to think of something new here. Think of something original here. With none or 好. So anything with any verb. It's either that it's difficult or it's hard or it's easy to do. It's just like 难走. It's difficult to perform. It's difficult to walk here. You don't have to write a whole sentence. Nice. 中文很难学. 很难学. 中文很难学. Perfect. Haha, yes, Sebastian. This is what I wanted. 这个马, okay, this horse. Oh, sorry. 这个马. Okay, so now I know that Sebastian has understood this. 这个马很, what was it? 很难骑. Yes, I love it. It's hard to ride it. 这个马很难骑. Perfect. And nice. 这个地铁很难坐. And now note that we need to say 难坐. Okay, perfect. Because if we write this one, this is even more common. It's hard to do. Anything can be hard to do, right? Like most things, like getting up on this horse is very 难坐. Taking this metro, that's a very 难坐 thing to do. It's very 难坐. So the 难坐 here reminded me of something very, very good. Just like Frederick said now. 这个菜很难做. Perfect. Now it turned into the other one. 难做. There we go. Okay, so now I think you understood this, but everyone went with 难 for some reason. Now we could just change this to 好学. Okay, or 好骑. 好做. Okay, or it's very easy to make. 这个菜很好做. It's easy. It's welcoming you. It's wanting you to do this. 这个课很难懂. Oh, nice. Thank you. I hope you're not serious now, Tanya. In which case I will not write this down. But 这个课, okay, 很难懂，很难懂. Sorry, 很难懂. This class is easy to understand, or is it hard to understand? Okay, 这个课很难懂. Perfect. So you see how we can use any verbs with this. Yes, you are fatalist by nature. Perfect. Okay, and then on that note, actually, now do you remember we can describe now we're just describing it with 很, but I want you guys to describe it with, take your sentence now, the one you wrote, and then tell me that it's a little bit hard. Do you remember this is something we've been working on for the last 1 or 2 chapters? So write that it's a little bit hard. Tanya would be, this class is a bit hard to understand. Nice, nice, nice. Malachi, I want you to write a sentence too, please. 这个课有点难懂. Perfect. 中文有点难学. 这个马有一点难骑. Perfect. I love you all. Yes, fantastic. And as such, we will move on. I'll correct your sentences as well. 这个菜很难，很难，有一点难做. Perfect. So just replacing in the same, remember, it's the same place. I know it's not intuitive, but we can just force it into you, I think. So it's 很 what? 很难, very hard. But no, now it's 有一点难. So it's the same place. Yeah. You're excused, Frederick. Okay, now it's the same thing here. Okay, you remember we talked about 教, right? So there's a question in the course book where I ask you, 教 can mean to call, but also to ask, okay? Quite interesting. So 教 could be to call, but we already know that, like to call someone by a name, okay? But we don't want, let's not do that one. Let's focus more on the ask, okay? Because then it could mean ask like this, okay? This means also to ask. But there's a distinct difference. I mentioned it earlier. I want you guys to, I trust that you understand how to use this when, but I don't trust you know how to use the 叫. So can you give me a sentence with 叫, as in to ask someone to do something? Now remember, I'll just write down that this is order. Yes, Sebastian's already done it. Nice, Malachi. Malachi, it's none. It's hard. Seb, I'm going to tell you then to say, ask Frederick to write down the answer to Felix. Like, 我叫我的朋友回来. Nice, Ryan. 太好了. 你叫吃饭. 我叫你吃饭. Yeah, I think you're close to something, Malachi. Like, I ask you to eat food. Like, I'm your mom, I'm asking you to eat food, right? I can't say, 我问你吃饭. 问你 doesn't make any sense in that case. So, 我叫你, I ask you to. I tell you to, basically. We can just think of it like tell. But then you might confuse it with 告诉, which is also to tell. But to order someone, I order you to do this. 我叫你吃饭. Okay? So Malachi, can you try like that? I tell you to eat food. I tell you eat food. Tanya, 教我妈妈做饭. Perfect. And then maybe add a little gay as well, guys, if you can. So Tanya, you want your mom to make food to you. And Keith, 我叫服务员给我3杯啤酒. 太好了. 服务员 is a word that I added in. I don't know if all of you have seen it. It means, here, it's important that we have. It's in this chapter, so I think you should have seen it. It means waiter, right? Waiter. So 服务员. Okay, so if we're done with 帅哥 and 美女, we can just say 服务员 from now on. Perfect. Let me see what else. 我叫服务员给我3瓶啤酒. Yeah. Seb wrote 叫 Frederick 写回答给你. Perfect. 太好了. And Malachi, you still need to write, I tell you to eat food. While we're on that note, what character is this? This is one mistake that I saw happen twice, actually, in the homework. 这个汉字什么? Okay. Now, I think this might have been just a sloppy one. Can you help me write the right answer for this? Everyone but Malachi. Malachi is focusing on the other sentence for now. And then when you're done, you can do this one if you have time. So what character is this? 这个 什么汉字? Almost Tanya, you missed the 是。我教你吃饭 perfect Malachi, very good, 太好了。
It
教
only
Seb, yeah?
it only misses the 是 right? 这个汉字是什么?
Yeah. 这个汉字是什么? There's also another way to say it, obviously, where we have the, well, I can't say obviously.
这
sorry,
个
that's-
是什么汉字?
Yes, I've preferred that one. 这个是什么? Remember that, because then we can have this as its own sentence, and just we add AI at the end, right? 汉字. I just want to remind you guys of this. 这个是什么汉字? So we add the little thing at the end. Now this is a correct sentence to say as well, but I prefer it if you just start putting the 是什么, 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 or 什么 at the end here, right? And then AI, additional information at the very end. Perfect. Now note that another common mistake is that it might type out like this, 汉字. This means a person of the Han ethnicity, which is why it's often autocorrects to that. Just make sure you get the right 字. They're both pronounced the same. Okay. So 这个, let me see what you said. 这个什么汉字? Keith, you forgot your 是. 这个是什么汉字? 这个是什么汉字? Keith, you write, yeah, nice Keith, you added your little 是 there. Perfect. And that's it for there. If you want to, we can have like 3 minutes and go and get some water. And then we're going to practice some restaurant Chinese if you're all ready for that. Okay. I'm going away for 30 seconds, then I'll be back for questions. I'll see you in 3 minutes otherwise. Frederick, can you be a part of this exercise, or should I put you in a bigger group? Okay, it's hard for you. Okay, then I will. What will I do then? We'll just make 2 groups actually, because I don't. Malachi is just listening today as well. So I'll put in. Yeah, this is actually okay. Okay, so we've got 2 groups now. Frederick, Tanya, and Sahad. And that was it. Yeah, Seb, Ryan, Malachi, and Keith. And Malachi and Frederick are passive. Okay. So just to give you instructions, we want to master every step of ordering a meal now. We won't really practice any more words in a restaurant. We've learned them all now. So you know all the words to we're trying learning all the words for. We've already learned all the words like the nouns like meat and chicken and vegetables and actually vegetables is Thai, right? And now we've also learned like fuyan, so we know how to address them. We know all the parts of the meal. If we want to eat, what is it, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we know. We also know how to say menu, what is it, bill, etc., etc. So try and run through the whole thing. I would appreciate it if you opened up a Word document. You can share one of the people in the group can share a document. You can write down the whole dialogue, right? And yeah, and then we'll we won't show it to the rest of the class when we come back, and you just have to read that, and the rest of the class, the other group, will try and understand it. Okay, and if you want to, I'll write down these things here. These here are some helpful words. Perhaps you don't have to if you don't like them. The first sentence, you can ignore that one. I'll actually hold on one second. The first sentence, I'll just take that away because that's level. Well, that's chapter 5. Okay, perfect. So I'll put that there, and everyone, you can use these ones if you just need any questions. If you come to a halt, come to a stop. Otherwise, I think you can manage by improvising a lot. Okay. Good luck, everyone, and you can stay here if you have any questions.
It's pretty funny, Ryan, because it's only you and me talking. So it's all on us.
Is Keith not? Oh, Keith is struggling, yeah?
I can try. I'm hoping I'm okay, but if I start to fail, then I'll bow out. Who wants to share the document? I definitely should probably not do that.
I have it already open. Just how do I share it? Host disabled participant screen sharing. Felix does not allow me to share.
So bossy. One second. There we go.
Okay, so now share whiteboard files. God, I'm sorry. That's the first time I'm doing this with Zoom. Where do I see? Okay, I just use my desktop. Fine. Yes. Oh, what is now system preferences? God. Screen recording. Privacy. Zoom. Click on the log to make changes.
Meanwhile, Seb, you'll be the 服务员. Ryan and Keith, you'll be 2 朋友.
I can't share the document. If I want to share the document, I need to restart the whole system because I need to change it in my system preferences. Welcome to MacBook.
Did you share your screen?
I can't because MacBook does not allow it.
I thought you meant share something else. Okay. Can someone else try and do it? Otherwise, just meanwhile, Ryan can try and do it, please. Otherwise, you don't have to. Otherwise, you just have to remember the conversation. Write it down on your own end. Okay.
I'm not sure I know how.
1 second.
You just share the screen with the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
just open up. Yeah. Can you, Ryan? Can you share your screen, or Malachi?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it where it just shows that. Oh wait, yeah, let me quickly put it in a Word document. Sorry.
And sorry, I did
Oh,
that.
maybe because I have Zoom Pro.
You are Fuyan, right?
And who's?
And then you have Ryan and Keith as 好朋友 coming into your 饭店 and wanting to 吃饭. I think you can manage. I just want to make sure that the next group isn't having that same problem. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right.
Jelly, here's the, how can I write? Here's the menu, as in There you
Yeah,
go.
maybe
Like
the clear key 就是就是我们的菜单。
that. Oh, 这是菜哦，这啊
can you guys open up a document as well and share it, or you should write it on your own end? Are you doing that already?
Oh,
Yeah,
we are
we're
actually
doing that.
we are
Can
actually
share
sharing
with
Google
you
Docs.
too.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, why don't I like?
Oh, good. I'll
Mm.
leaving you for a bit. That's a good tip. Okay. I'll be back in a second.
Mhm.
Zeidan, sorry, Organikan Zeidan.
You just say, Jugogani, something like that.
I don't know if you say.
Ryan, 想要吃什么？
我想要鸡蛋，还有冰水。
好的，
啊
我想要一瓶啤酒。
Sorry, guys, one short,
Ryan.
sorry for interruption. Malachi, can you write it down what we are saying? Because this was the purpose, right, of the sharing, not the sentences, just writing down.
1 second. I'll share another thing with you. 1 second, just click this link, guys. 2 seconds. This is easier.
Oh,
One
now
second.
we are getting a Google document.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
If you don't mind. That's okay for everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Just click
Yeah,
this
then I
link and
can-
everyone can edit it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Felix, stop writing.
I'm not writing anything.
服务员，一瓶啤酒多少钱？
再说一遍。再说一次。你好。Who is editing right now?
I'll just add a comma. I'll leave you guys. I'll be back in a second.
Why did you make me hao ma?
I don't know. Bye bye.
So, guys, we
给我两个鸡肉，还有两个饭。How does this sound?
两份。
Well,
两饭。
Okay. 给我两个鸡肉 or 两份鸡肉 like 2 portions. 两份鸡肉。
两份也可。
两份鸡肉还有。
还有。
Let's not go fun as in rice. Let's just have like buy fun or buy me. We don't have like have to have liang for it because rice I think is kind of fluid. It just comes.
So what is it? Just like
just hayo buy fun or me buy me buy fun.
What is buy fun?
Buy fun is white rice.
Buy fun. Okay.
I know gay liang fun zero. Hayo buy fun. Buy fun. Okay, so now sorry. Now the waiter says okay, let's go a bit sugar. Okay, now we eat. 我们现在吃饭。Let's say
or waitress can ask 你要不要喝
Oh, okay, okay.
cha or something else,
Okay. Yeah, absolutely,
as
absolutely,
they
absolutely,
always do.
absolutely. Yeah. Yao. Mm, Yao. Yao.
You wrote
Yao.
the
Yao.
perfect.
Oh, sorry.
Right? Hayao Buyao Zhou. Then you're right.
Bei or Bei Joe, or that's fine. Yeah, but yeah, something is missing. But we can keep it as is.
Maybe
Okay.
a glass
Mm.
or something. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
eBay Joe.
But you can
Okay.
make it.
Yao. eBay.
Um,
Yao Buyao eBay. Okay. What's this? eBay. eBay Zhou. Okay. Now you're right.
and then I want to ask you, Sihad, ni oh, I need to switch the language every time. 你喜欢你喜欢喝白酒？白酒，no, not like
Here. Okay, so ni yao bu yao. Bu yao. Keys, do you want for ni yao bu yao? Yeah, 8 RMB.
I'm going to-
我要什么? I think I missed what you said.
I'm
我要
going
不
to
要
remove the 一瓶啤酒是8块钱. I'm going to remove the 是 there.
So no sure. Okay.
我要
What I said was short. The
不要
sure.
谢谢
Okay. 不要.
我要谢谢
Did you know that 不要 or 要? Sorry, the connection was a bit bad.
要
Say 我要.
我要
Okay. 我要谢谢. Hatte, oh Gott, hatte, Mada,你还要什么? 你还要什么?
没有谢谢
Good answer.
Not a big friend of MacBook anymore. She's here. Your friend wait. Wenn die Daude sei. Ni yao bu yao. Gott, Moment, jo, not you. Does any one of you want local food? This is also, is this? Yes, it's right. Ryan, you could ask like, what?
Ryan only likes American food. I've heard.
Okay.
You have to have a measure word.
Giga, some, right?
Yes.
Some.
Giga.
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
Now let's say the waiter says, okay. Let's say the waiter says, how?等一下. Wait a bit.等一下.
Okay.
And then the food comes, and then we eat, right?
Yeah, we can say how to.
Okay, so okay, now our dining is done. So you start. You say like
Yeah.
how something.
Maybe how do I ask it correct way? Is it delicious?
How ask me.
How
ask me. How chima works.
Okay. Then okay, I ask you then. How chima?
How sure. Okay. So you now go and let's call the waiter for the bill.
Ask for a bill, right?
Hmm.
Ooh,
It's again Fuyuan. Let's start with Fuyuan.
with what?
The waiter, Fuyuan. Fuyuan.
Fui.
Let's call the waiter first, Fuyuan.
I forgot how to ask.
Maidan. That's enough, Maidan. Okay, so now he gives us the Maidan, and then I have a comment at last. Sorry, not there. Let me comment.
Taiguela.
Yes, exactly. You read my mind, Taiguela. Taiguela. Okay, and let's end here. I think it's as good as it gets.
Excellent. I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
Practice that a few times. I'm going to the other group. You have like 2 minutes left. Okay. And Frederick is proud.
Okay, thank you.
谢谢 Ryan， 这个好吃吗？你的菜好吃吗？
很好吃。
我的非常好吃，也非常好吃。
Again, sorry, what was it? Water?
我的也非常好吃。So mine is also very amazingly great.
But water Thai, oh, water Thai, yeah.
我的也非常好吃。
Faye.
Huh?
Faye,
Where
not
are you
Fi.
coming from?
Sorry. you keep writing Fi. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think you guys have 2 more minutes. Can you wrap this up? You'll get to continue.
we are on it. We are on saying goodbye. Water Thai, Fei Shan Hao, and then Neiman.
30 seconds, 60 seconds now.
Oh my God.
Okay. My done.
Okay. Well,
You can come
I
back
can't
later.
write anymore.
买单给你50块，谢谢。
给 what? 给我？
给你50块。
I didn't get this. What you
Yeah.
said before? 给你。
给你买单。I asked for the bill. To buy the bill. 买单。给你50块。
Sorry, Sebastian.
Sure. Okay.
You can keep writing here, so you can finish it. I'll start with the other group; they can read, and while you can finish here,
Right.
just
Okay.
in the text document. Yeah, but we'll all be
Okay.
in the same group. Okay. I want Tanya and Sahad. I want you to read yours.
Okay.
You don't have to share your screen.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have to share a screen
No,
without sharing?
just read it.
Okay.
We only listen to your beautiful voices.
Yes.
Okay.
Seb, you're starting to sound like me now.
Okay. Tanya, start. Tanya, your sound.
Okay, sorry. I'm ready, almost ready. 服务员，我们可以看一下菜单吗？
好的，这是我们的菜单。
你要不要鸡肉还是牛肉？
都可以。
好吧，menu 给我2份鸡肉，还有白饭。
是的，要不要一杯酒？
子涵，你喜欢喝白酒吗？
我从来喝酒，鸡肉有点辣的。那你要不要一杯水？要。
我还有几个馒头。
好，等一下。
好吃吗？
太好吃。
服务员，买单。
买了啊，太贵了。
太贵了。That's it.
That's it.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, Sahad, you're very good. But Tanya, you are too. I heard, Tanya, tell me I want, did you say I want one or I want this mantou?
I want some.
Okay, nice. Say it again.
我要几个馒头。
几个
馒头。
I heard like 这个, like this mantou, right? So there's 一个, there's 几个, and then there's this.
几个馒头。
这个. Nice. Perfect. And then I also, Sahad, you're not perfect. You said 我从来喝酒.
Oh, 我从来不喝酒.
Thank you. 谢谢.
Yeah.
从来 could mean always.
Yes.
We need to negate it. Just like we say 都, and then 都 could be 都不. That means all. Now we're negating also, that becomes none. Tanya, you said 要不要鸡肉还是猪肉 or something? 要不要? No, what? No, you. Wait, what did you say?
你要鸡肉还是牛肉?
Yeah, so you said 要不要 and 还是.
要不要?
Yeah, it would be like saying 还是 and ma at the end. Okay? Everything else was perfect. Thank you. Please, guys, please save this. Make sure that it's like a bookmark or something, and then you can mark this as chapter level 3, chapter 4. So we can come back to this and you can start saving your little dialogues as well. Very useful stuff and very good as well when you want to look through them later on. Okay. And just quick access. So every time we have like practice room or something, you can come through to this thing here and keep writing and just open it up with quick access. Okay. 非常好，非常好。我觉得你们都做得非常好。听得懂吗？
谢谢。
太好了，太好了。有一点太快。A little bit too fast. 有一点太快。
因为我的老师飞快。
飞快哦，不好意思，不好意思。那我为了你，我可以慢一点。
Exactly.
好的，
好的。
Sebastian, Ryan, Keith, Malakai, or have you finished? 你们写了吗？
Yes, we have. It's just I don't know if Keith can see the document. Can you see it, Keith?
I have it open now.
I
can start. 你好，服务员。
你好，好朋友。
你给我看菜单。
Okay. Felix, I have to say, sorry, before I go on, I didn't know what is here you go. Just the saying like here you go in
Nice.
Chinese.
The other group had the same issue. I think 给你 is fine. It's not fine, it's the way to say it. 给你 or 这里给你 here give you.
Then I jump over the sentence here, right? 这里给你
Ryan, 你想要吃什么？
I was muted. Hold on.
Classic.
我想要吃鸡蛋，还有一瓶啤酒。你呢？
我也想要一瓶啤酒。服务员，一瓶啤酒多少钱？
一瓶啤酒8块钱，你要不要？
我要，谢谢。
好的，你还要什么？
没有，谢谢。
我们有很地道的菜，你要不要？
不要，我只要美国的菜。Keith?
Yes, right.
我喜欢地道的菜。
Okay, 我带菜给你们。Yeah, okay. 我带菜给你们。
Ryan, 你的菜好吃吗？
好吃。
我的菜也非常吃，非常好吃。
Okay, sorry. This was mine. Next one's also on you.
买单，给你50块。
Okay.
Perfect.
谢谢。One on, one on.
Thank you, guys. That was excellent. Very, very impressed by all of you. I was going to, if we had more time, I was going to make you have to continue this conversation. But in that case, it would have been, but now it's an hour later and you've stayed for too long and your friend has drunk too much pijiu, and you need to get him home. But we'll work on that next time or in the practice room. Yeah, excellent. Plenty good, guys. Now what I will do, remember to save this one. You can, I guess, let me think about, because there will be a little bit of a collision here if you save this as a shared document, because then next time you're not together anymore, you're together with someone else, and then you have another document. So I guess share this, download it, or like copy it and open up a new one, create it for yourself. So you have your own dialogues that you've gone through. Okay, and then you can, when you click like, I can share my window just to make sure that you see what I want you to do. Here, you just click share. Well, so what I want you to do then is copy this, new document, and then you just call this domino practice. Okay, domino practice dialogues, we can even call it. Sorry. Oh, and then you click share, and then you change it to everyone, yeah? And then everyone can be an editor. And there you go. And then you can bookmark this thing. Like on Safari, I could just put it here, and now it's always here. So I'll open up a new, like it's just always here. Excellent. So then it's easy access. In Chrome, it's basically the same thing. That's it. Now, let me just quickly, let me just check the chat and make sure everything's good. Yeah, or you just download a copy, but I definitely think it's nicer to have it online so you can share it with someone else later on for quick access. Now, perfect. Last thing I have to say today is now the moving on, we will already, as of today, if you want to, a guy, he's called Gavin. you might have seen him in the comments. He will be available. So if we have class now in the morning, then towards the evening, he'll be available. So I guess that's too late for like Sebastian and Keith. But basically the idea is that if we have, like say on Monday, I think we have class at like, that's a bad example. Let's say if we have class in the morning, like practice hour or whatever it is, practice or just actual class, or live study room, which is class. Then in the evening, we'll have another session. And then if we have it like Thursdays, we have it in the evening, and then we'll have it in the morning. We have another one in the morning. So we'll always have 2 every day that you can attend to. I hope you will seize the opportunity and practice extra much with that. Yeah, that's it really. So I'll by the way, if I just take a quick survey now, would it be okay if we said this like we'd have, if what is it, if we have morning class, then we'll have it during the evening, so like around like what was it, it was 5 p.m. UTC time. That was the Thursday class, same time there, but every day. If we have it if we have another one in the morning, if we have one in the evening, then we'll just do one in the morning instead. So morning time would be this time. Would everyone be able to make at least 3 classes then? Or 2 at least, I guess. 2 practice hours, 2 live study rooms.
Is it possible to add one that's like the Monday practice room time is really good for me. I don't know what time that is for you. I think it must be like 1 p.m. or something.
Let me check.
I don't know if you can add another one of those. That would be great.
I want everyone to speak out and tell me what your favorite time is. It's so we can only play with the ones we have so far. So it's either I'll show you. Yeah, you can see my screen.
Your Monday time is my favorite.
Okay. Tanya, which one's your favorite?
Yeah, the same. I can do only Monday time.
You can only Monday. Okay, good to know. Seb, which one's your
I
favorite?
love the Monday time.
Seb, who's your favorite?
I have no favorite. I always have something with work to do. Even if this is 8 to 8:45 at night, I'm still working.
Well, okay. So I can't help you then, but hopefully you can attend this one. And then we'll put some in the morning. Ryan, you like it late? No, you can't do this one. You like it late, no?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we'll make sure we have one for you there. Sahad?
Yeah, the Monday works perfectly for me.
Okay, so this is T, and what was it else? It was sorry, who? Tanya and I just lost it.
Keith.
Tanya and Keith, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what did you say, Zad? You said Mondays, yeah?
Yes, Monday.
Okay, and Ryan wanted this hour, perfect. And who else do we have? Keith, we've got already. Malachi, which hour would you like? Nobody wants it in the morning.
I know I could do the Thursday, or is it?
Yeah.
The 10th, and then I think I could soon do the Monday because I'm going to be trying to do like a jog. So like I can.
Okay, so you like these times? I see. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so I'll just make sure that this one we can have two more times a week. And then we'll have Thursday 1 or 2 more time a week. And then the other ones will be in the morning. Perfect. I'll let you guys know specifically which times, and I'll post it in like 10 minutes. And that's it for today. Okay. Good job, everyone. You're awesome. You're awesome. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good weekend.
Bye.